Sometimes I wonder whether our government is actually paying attention to itself. Over the past several weeks, they've been talking about the car makers. We need a bailout, otherwise we're going to go down the crapper. Well, over the weekend, a new battle was brewing, and it dealt with emission standards. For you see, for many years, California and many other states had stricter emission standards for cars and trucks than the rest of the country. And the previous regime was taking the stand, we're the federal government, we make the rules. So you just have to put up with whatever we tell you. Well, we have a new regime, and our new president has basically reversed that and said that the states can choose an even more stringent standard if they wish to. Well, herein lies the contradiction. We're looking at pumping all kinds of money into the car builders, into the big three, and then on the other hand, telling them that, oh, by the way, even if we do bail you out, you're not going to be able to sell the cars that you're building to these other states unless you make certain changes. Well, even if they were to come up with the more efficient cars, it's going to take time to do it. It takes time to design, time to get them tested, time to switch over the factories to produce said new cars. How many jobs are going to be lost in the short term in doing so? Jobs that, well, we're supposed to be saving based upon the bailouts that they're getting. Or, make matters even worse, what if they now have to come up with two different sets of manufacturing, those for California and for everywhere else? Or, what about this? They simply stop selling in California. Wouldn't that tick people off? And of course, it's California I'm picking on because they have the strictest product safety laws, they have the strictest emission standards. In fact, I mentioned that in my previous video about that. Well, I remember a time when California's standards were held as being separate. Even when I was a kid, when you got the fuel emission standards, you had one set of standards for California and one for everyone else. That went by the wayside for a period of time. But now that it's coming back, we're basically telling the car makers, we'll bail you out only if you do it our way. Maybe Ford had the right idea. They basically said, you know, I think we can make it without your money. Maybe Ford had the right idea in the whole matter.